Corn survival when we have rains like this is dependent on three factors. The length of the rainfall event, how long the corn is flooded or ponding occurs, the stage of the corn plant's development, and then the temperatures during the flooding period. Fortunately, the good news is that a lot of our corn got planted earlier than last year, so the corn was further along in development. And a corn plant that has sort of a technicality here, but a corn plant that has more than 6 leaf collars on it can usually survive these types of flooding conditions pretty well. The exception to that might be if the entire corn plant's been immersed in water, so it gets mud on the leaves, it gets kind of caked. Then ironically, it can actually benefit from some rain to wash off the mud, which we don't need. But nevertheless, that's a factor. So these older corn plants should survive pretty well. The younger plants that have fewer than 6 leaf collars, they're the ones that are in trouble, and they're the ones that are likely to not survive or to be less productive plants. It's too late to replant corn for most growers. There may be situations where a grower plants late corn for silage, and in southern Ohio it might be a possibility, but in other areas of the state it's going to be problematic. I'm not a crop insurance expert, but certainly crop insurance is going to be used in some of these situations. And there are other crops. Soybeans are problematic because of the herbicides involved. So corn herbicides may not be appropriate for following up with soybeans. The magnitude of the problem, it's hard to get our hands around it. We know a lot of the corn, a field may have experienced 4 inches of corn or 4 inches rainfall over several days, but a lot of this corn is getting into the soil pretty quickly. It's infiltrating the soil nicely. The soils are wet and soggy, but the corn plants haven't been washed out. The root system, the corn is not sitting in water. It doesn't appear to be saturated. They're draining pretty well.